What is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Product Talk, and in this video I'm going to be talking about this mouse that you can see, which is the Logitech M590 mouse. This is supposed to be a silent mouse, which means that you can barely hear the clicking from this mouse. Let's also pit this mouse, which is the Zebronics Phobos gaming mouse, with the Logitech mouse, and see which one of them both is the most silent of all. Although this Phobos Zebronics mouse is not marketed as a silent mouse. Let's keep this mouse aside for a while and let's go over the product that we have in front of us. Now, as you can read, it's a multi-device silent mouse. Its code is M590. Now, they say that it has a 24-month battery life. It is quite clicking, and it has a wireless adapter and also works with Bluetooth. We are going to come to the multi-device part of this mouse in a while. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back. Right at the back, there is nothing much to read because everything is covered up with labels, and well, go ahead and read what's on the label. The maximum retail price of this product, this mouse, is 2,995 rupees, but at the time of making this video, this mouse was on sale for 1,900 rupees. So this is what you're going to get for 1,900 rupees. Spending a rupee more than that would be not so wise. Alright, so you have the name and address of importer, and this mouse is clearly made in China. Let me go ahead and open the packaging. You have these two tabs right here that you can pull. They have made it very easy for you to open the packaging. A lot of perforation, and this is how you open the packaging. Very innovative. I think most USB drive companies and SD card companies should also go ahead and introduce this type of packaging. Alright, so this is what you have. This is where the mouse was sitting. So look inside for instructions on how to use this button to switch between two computers. Alright, we will get to that. What do we have here? We have important safety, compliance, and warranty information. We're going to keep that aside. And then right here within the packaging, you can see that there are clear instructions on how to connect this mouse to two different computers, because this is not just a mouse, it's a multi-device silent mouse. So let's also keep this aside for now. We will come back to that, but let's take a look at the mouse itself. Alright, as I can see, the mouse is pretty decent in size. It's not too small or it's not too big, but it's pretty decent. Let's go over the design of the mouse. You have this nice indentation over here for your thumb to rest in, and right here you have the left mouse click, the right mouse click. I can barely hear the click. There is absolutely no click noise at all, but I can definitely feel that there is a click that's happening. Alright, so you have the scroll wheel here, the standard scroll wheel. You have the buttons to switch between two computers. You have the branding here, and then right at the bottom you have these rubberized pads, the silicone pads, and you have the on off switch, and then you have this optical light that guides the mouse. So let's go ahead and open this tab. Nice padding for the battery, for the battery to not move, and then you have this tab that you need to pull off so the battery comes in contact with the mouse, and you can see that there is this light that's blinking. So I don't know what needs to be done. We have to look at the instructions over there, but let me go ahead and show you that this is the adapter that comes with the mouse. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'll probably write today's date and on a piece of paper and stick it in here to see whether or not this mouse really stands up to its 24-month battery life claim. So I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to leave this like this for a while, and let me go ahead and show you what this mouse looks like on the side. On the side we have two buttons. This is the forward and the back by default if you are browsing the internet, or you can customize these buttons with individual software. So let's say you're editing on a software which is, let's say you're using the Adobe Premiere Pro, and you can customize this button to work as a cut. If you're editing videos, you will know what cut is, and you can use this button to do something else. So on a different program you can customize the buttons to act differently. Now this all happens if you have the Logitech options software, if I am saying it correctly, installed in your computer, and that gives you a lot of options to customize these buttons. Not only that, you look at the scroll wheel and you look at the arrow mark on the left and the right. Well, you can tilt the scroll wheel towards the left and the right, and they have their own different tasks to perform. So you get the left click, you get the right click, you get this button to switch between two computers, you have these two buttons over here, and then the scroll wheel also doubles as a left and a right. You get two additional buttons, and then two additional buttons over here, and then the regular mouse buttons, the left and the right click buttons on this Logitech M590 mouse. Alright, so it fits perfectly well in my hands. I'm already beginning to like it. It's kind of the weight is pretty okay. So let's go ahead and see what the multi-device helps us to achieve. Well, if you have two computers, this mouse connects to one computer via the adapter. The other computer can be connected to the mouse. Even if it's a PC or a Mac, you can connect the other computer also to this mouse through USB. So if you have a laptop next to your desktop, your laptop should have Bluetooth, and this mouse is going to make use of that Bluetooth and connect to the laptop as well. So if you want to copy content from your desktop to your laptop, all you have to do is right click copy and right click paste on the laptop. How does that happen, especially when there are two operating systems? Well, it happens because both of your computers have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. I believe the transferring of files could be a little slower, but nevertheless it gets the job done. I don't plan to use this feature at all, so I'm not going to go into depth about this feature. You can always read more information about this on the Logitech website under logitech.com/support/M590. You can also download the software for that to function from the website itself. So you have the unifying adapter, and this is the mouse that you're going to get, nothing more and nothing less. So a little explanation about how the flow system works. They call it the multi-device flow from one computer to another computer. They say that it has about now 90% noise reduction it has the same click feel and no click noise. Absolutely, I agree. In a moment, I'm going to be bringing my mic very close to both of these mics, and I'll let you hear it for yourself. And then you have the back forward buttons, and you can always use these buttons. By default, they are forward and back on your web browser. So yeah, that's what you get with the multi-device silent M590. I'm going to position my mic on my desk, and then let's see how the noise level of this mouse is when compared to the Zebronics Phobos gaming mouse, which is quite a bit noisy. So let's get to that test. I'm going to be clicking on the left thrice and on the right thrice. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is how I'm going to be clicking the mouse. So let's start. Let's do it once again. So this is how the Logitech M590 sounds like. Let me go ahead and demonstrate the same with the mouse. So that is exactly how the noise level of this mouse is when compared to the Zebronics Phobos mouse, the gaming mouse, which is quite noisy. But then again, if you're using this mouse in a room where there are people sleeping, I'm pretty sure that this is not going to, kind of wake them up. That you might think, well, how is a noise coming from the clicks of a mouse going to disturb people? But when you are in the same room and you're not operating the mouse and the mouse keeps making that noise, it kind of distracts you from going about your regular tasks, even if it is sleeping. So this mouse, the Logitech M590, stands true to its claim. It is definitely silent. It has 2 extra buttons, and this is worth your money. Another point to be noted is most Logitech mice don't have this red optical glow happening here, unlike the Zebronics Phobos mouse and all other mice that are of this category. This also doesn't have that distracting light. So kudos to Logitech for making this mouse, and I do understand that this mice is all of the Logitech mice are expensive when compared to the prices in the UK or in the US. That's simply because our government here in India decides to taxes more, and the price goes up. There is literally an 18% goods and services tax, GST, if I'm saying it correctly. There is an 80% GST on this mouse that you need to additionally pay, and the total price is going to come to about 1900 rupees here in India. Well, that's about it. Thank you for watching this video. In the coming videos, I'm going to be talking about this mouse, the Zebronics Phobos mouse. I'm also going to be talking about a mic that I recently purchased, which is the one that I'm talking into, which is what you just saw in the clicking demonstration. I'm going to be reviewing and I'm going to be talking about a lot of these products that I have recently purchased. So until then, visit Product Talk on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The IDs are at Product Talk now. Until my next video, take care.